This is one of the most secretive missions in history, and when I tell you about the insane details, you will understand why. Back in 2012, SEAL Team 6 was tasked with a mission that had been kept top secret for months. Their orders were to infiltrate a small village in Afghanistan and take out a high-value target. The mission was important, but it was also very dangerous. The target was heavily guarded, and any mistake could mean the difference between success and failure. The SEALs were in the air for hours before they finally reached their target. When they arrived, they saw that the target had even more security than they had anticipated, but the SEALs were prepared for this. They had spent months training for this mission, and they knew that they had to act quickly and decisively. They split up into two teams. One team was led by a man known only as Mitch. This was his first mission as a team leader, and he was under a lot of pressure to succeed. The other team was led by an experienced SEAL who had been on many missions before. As the teams moved through the village, they took out each guard silently. But as Mitch and his team approached the target's house, things started to go wrong. They could hear the target talking inside the house, and they didn't have a way in. As they tried to find a way in, the target's security team started to get suspicious. They began to search for the source of the noise, and soon they would be upon them. At this point, Mitch had only one option. He and his team would have to go in guns blazing. They broke down the door and stormed the house. There was a firefight, and in the end, the SEALs were forced to kill the target. But this is where things get weird. As they searched the house, they found something that they didn't expect. The target wasn't alone. In fact, there was another person in the house, a woman who was heavily sedated. She was taken to a hospital where it was discovered that she was pregnant. It turned out that the target had been using the woman as a human shield. And this is what made the mission so dangerous. The SEALs had to make a decision. Do they end the target's life, or do they try to save the woman and the baby? In the end, they decided to save the woman and the baby. And this is why. When the news of the mission came out, the public was furious. They couldn't believe that the SEALs had taken out a heavily guarded target and allowed the woman and the baby to live. But this is the reason why SEAL Team 6 is the most secretive unit in the military. They have to be able to make split-second decisions that could mean the difference between life and death. And in this case, they chose life.